What's going on, guys? Hope you're having an awesome day. My name is Eric Epp. If you've never seen another video, I'm actually the creator of this Facebook group and this website. And so I just want to cast a little vision for what my goals or what I hope to attain with this website and Facebook group. Because again, well, first off, I want to apologize to all the respiratory therapists, CNAs, and everyone else because I'm a nurse, and so I refer to nurses because that's what's on my top of mind. But I also, when I say nurse, I'm also referring to travel respiratory therapists, travel CNAs, and the like, all healthcare professionals that travel. And so just want to say sorry for not saying your name or your profession, but I mean it as well. So first and foremost, I want you all to know that I'm a no-nonsense guy. I'm a very transparent person. I don't like ambiguity, and so my goal and my belief is to be transparent. And so what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, I will always be letting you guys know with videos or posts in the group. If you're watching this, you're either in the group or on the website. So just know that if you need updates, come to the Facebook group, and if you're on the website, it's right at the top right now. It's a very crude website, very simple, and I'm working on that. And that's where this video is for. I'm going to talk to you about what the vision of this website and this group is for, because there's a lot of Facebook groups out there, and it's all just all over the place. There's no rhyme or reason for what's going on. People ask the same question over and over, and it drives me bonkers. So that's what I'm here to do, is to clean it all up. You know, I'm the nurse that goes into my patients' rooms and I see all the crazy IV nonsense. I take it all down and restart with all fresh. I hate when nurses just leave a hot mess of, a rat's nest of IV pull nonsense and wires and NG tubes and Foley's all kinked around an IV. It's wild. So I don't like that. So I don't like my Facebook groups like that. So I'm gonna make the change. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do it myself. So I'm taking my time. I'm not incentivized by anybody. I'm not selling anything to anybody. I don't have any financial gain for this project. So what's the website? The website is, like I said, very crude right now. So forgive me, it's coming. I'm finding a person that can build out what I'm thinking, and this is what I'm thinking. And if you have additions, or if you like it or dislike it, or things that you think you want incorporated in the website, let me know. But this is where I'm going with it. So it's going to be nurse driven, because we all got hands in our cookie jar already. You know what I mean? All these travel agencies taking from this, doing that, and all that type of thing. So this is going to be a nurse driven directly through you to a hospital contract. And so that is the most important thing right now, because people are tired of being bamboozled, and I don't like being bamboozled. I'm not a bamboozler. And so what's going to happen is, in the future, and this is why when you go to the website, we're gathering your email. We're not going to sell that to any hospital. We're not selling that to nobody. It's literally to keep you updated with what's going on with the website. And the goal of the website is for you to create a profile. Once you create that profile, it's going to be as simple as you want or as in-depth as you want, because when we travel, we're not just traveling to go make money. I know that's top concern for most people. Where's the biggest check? That's how I started travel nursing. I didn't give a rip about where I was going. I was like, where is the dollar signs? And I know there's a lot of people like that, but there's also a lot of people that have been doing this a while. Now it's like, okay, I make good money. I've saved good money. I have other investments doing my thing, but I still need to work as a nurse, but I want to go fun places, and I don't need a huge margin, just enough to go so I can have some fun. So all of those are incorporated. And then for those people that don't travel, don't want to travel, can't travel, single moms, kids, but they can go a little further down the road, but because they don't know that there's contracts right down the road, they can't make that money. So like, for instance, one of the hospitals that came on the list is Longview Regional Medical Center in Longview, Texas. I've never looked it up. I have no idea where it's at. Don't really care. But if there's somebody that lives within like an hour radius of Longview, single mom that is getting paid $25 an hour at her hospital, and she wants to go find a PRN or float pool or seasonal or internal travel pool that's an hour away, and she can afford to make that drive and not get stipends, all that type of stuff, or whatever the case may be, she'd go do that. Or single dads. Like, that's what I want. I want all of you to get as big a piece of the pie as you want. And so that's my vision. So you're going to create a profile. It's going to be as in-depth. Like I said, you can just say, hey, this is 8 years experience, blah, 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 whatever. And so what that's going to do is it's going to, once we build out this database of hospitals, which that's where I need your help, is we need a huge database of hospitals to get this thing running in a good way. And we have the large internal travel pools for like Banner and Verba and Ascension and a few Advent Health. They all have huge travel pools, but there's other individual hospitals, and so we're going to get those on there. And so what's going to happen is once you build that profile, it's going to show you hospitals that fit that profile. And what's really cool is, again, this is where I want it to go. So like right now on the database, you can click a link and it takes you to the website search, right? Like a lot of the websites, I have it programmed so like all the searches are in for you, so it saves you time. So all you have to do is click the link and it takes you. It has travel or seasonal or PRN. Like I already did all that searching and locked it in the coding, so it like pops up when available. Some of them don't. You have to do that type of searching for yourself. But what I want to do is once we build out a large database, I'm going to reach out to those the database people or hospitals, individual hospitals, and be like, hey, I need a point of contact for these nurses. They're trying to call you and work directly through you, and it's a nightmare getting through your phone system. Who is responsible for hiring your seasonal, your float pool, your internal travel, your PRN, your per diem, whatever? Who is responsible for that? I need their contact. I either need their contact information or I need a special website that I can send people to that they get that information, so they're not wasting time looking through all this nonsense. It takes 5 minutes to create a website like that. A little longer to create a big website like we're doing. And so that point of contact is going to be similar in that, so there's going to be a nurse side and then there's going to be a hospital side. And like I said, your information is not going to be sold to hospitals. They're not going to have access to you're not going to get bombarded by recruiters. No one's getting your information. No hospitals get it, so no recruiters, no travel agencies, no nothing. Your information is not for sale. I get it too. I get texts in the middle of the day while I'm trying to sleep because I'm a night shift calling me. Like, you have my profile. I've worked night shift for you. Don't call me. Like, what's going on? Like, get it through your head. And so there's going to be a hospital side, and it's going to work kind of like, I've never used it, but it's called Bumble. If you've never used the dating app, it's Bumble. If you match, the female has to initiate contact. Like, you guys match, you think she's hot, he thinks you're hot, whatever. The female has to initiate contact. And so let's say your profile matches a profile or similar to a hospital. It'll match you, and then you'll either say, I like that property, or I'm not interested in that property. And there might be, like, for those that are actively looking, there might be a feature where if the hospital wants to, or if you opt in for the hospitals to reach out to you, they will reach out to you, but it'll only be one time. They can't just keep bamming you. And it'll be through the website, not through your email, so you don't have to worry about getting email blasts all the time. And so they will reach out to you, but it won't be just some random reach out. Hey, we want you to come work for us. We're not going to tell you how much we're going to pay. It's going to be crap. No. What I'm going to negotiate or have a conversation with is like, you got to send something substantial. You got to give us either like a range, like if it's based on experience or whatever, or a flat rate or whatever, because some of these hospitals already have a flat rate for their travel programs or seasonal programs. And so you got to send that with all the perks, all the benefits, all the stuff before, and then you will get to decide, I'm interested. And then there will be a time frame. Again, this is all the vision. It's gonna take a while. But let's say you like the hospital, but you're already on contract. And so you don't need to be bombarded by anything. And so you'll be able to like respond to that email, be like, hey, I like it, or I don't like the hospital at all, never reply to me ever again. Boom, you're off their list. They can never contact you ever again. Unmatch, right? Swipe left. Another response might be, I'm currently on contract. Please reach out to me again in 30 days. And then maybe another one if you just like a couple different options for you to choose, you know? And then in your profile, the reason they found you and all that is because you're going to say, hey, I'm a hiking type, I'm a surfer type, I want to go to the Northwest, I want to go to the Northeast, I want to go to the South Midwest, those types of things. And so it'll match you based off your database. And if you don't want any of that type of matching, and you just want access, you don't have to fill out your profile. And it's going to be there's not going to be a cost to fill out a profile. And so that's my goal, is to help you, whoever you are, whether you're a nurse, respiratory therapist, CNA, or whatever, traveling in the healthcare profession, and you're trying to find, some cool local places to go and get paid what you're worth. That's my dream. I've been doing this, like I said in other videos, for 10 years. And I've never settled for less than I wanted. There's times where I wanted higher, but I never got less. Like, I shoot high and know that they're going to come down. And so I always negotiate higher than I know that I want, or my bottom dollar. You always have to negotiate higher than your bottom dollar. And so I've never gotten less than my bottom dollar